What's up everybody, Yogi here. I have finally done it. Kabuto's S rank skill only. And this is the team that I used. I'll go over them in the layout a little later. But man, this took me a while to do. I had to run several different teams. I tried this at least 7 times, this is the setup that ended up working for me. But there's 3 main things you need to complete this raid, and it is 1, getting through map 1, like clearing it down to 1 person. Second thing is healers, and the third thing is slip damage. But for the first part, I'm gonna use Jutsu on 4 of them because the most important thing is you don't get ganged up on map 1, because I've lost plenty of times from it. So I'm going to use Sasori's Jutsu here. That'll be enough to take out 3 of them out of the 4. But yeah, I made sure to attack with Sakura down there, so they followed her, because the minute they all gang up on you, you will just you can lose right then and there. It's happened to me several times. So yeah, they're low enough that I can regular attack them down. They won't KO me since they don't have any jutsu. I checked their ranges there because the shorter the range, the stronger their attack power. So I'm getting rid of the short range one and leaving the mid range one to stall on. You can also stall on the long range one, but I don't really recommend that because they can be kind of tricky to avoid. So yeah, I'm going to just stall with Tayuya because she's backed up with Utakata for that damage reduce. Now as for the other 2 things I say you need, the healing and the slip damage, the most important thing is the healing. Unfortunately, to get this done, I needed at least 2 6-star healers. So I have Karin and Sakura for healing. I'm going to leave Karin out for the majority of the time because her field skill is active while Sakura's buddy skill heals from the back, and Haku is there also for the field healing. So I needed both of them for so they could field heal off of each other. Now I'm going to use Utakata's ultimate and hit everybody. I made a mistake of trying to KO Kabuto first, like spreading out and trying to isolate it. That did not work at all. It wasn't even worth it. So you see he's attacking here. I go for Sasori's regular jutsu because he poisons for 5 turns instead of 3 turns using his ultimate, and I get another chance to do that. But you see how much damage he takes from his poison. He's taking over 3,000 damage, and that is the key to beating him. That's where the slip damage comes in. So Sasori and Utakata have me covered for that part. Now here's the part where I got in trouble because Karin got immobilized, and that is not good when that's where both of my 6-star healers are. So you have to be careful on this part of the map as well, because I also lost here from a few times I got immobilized. So pretty much I'm just going to keep my HP up by stalling in the corner. Use Sakura or Karin whenever their chakra is full and I need it, while Tayuya whittles them down. But yeah, the main thing I'm doing is stalling with Tayuya because of Utakata's damage reduced, and switch to Utakata when his ultimate is ready, to dish out some damage and get some slip damage on him. I already said Sakura and Karin is just for healing, and then Sasori also for the slip damage, and Haku for the field heal. And yeah, this team ended up working for me pretty well. Now, actually, I find map 2 harder than the final boss when it comes to you worrying about, if you're going to get KO'd or not, because his attacks are more rapid. Like, at least on the boss, you get a few 2-turn countdowns. But yeah, just going to keep stalling, getting my HP up while chipping away at his health. And yeah, it's always a good idea with Sasori if you have him to use his jutsus twice if you need to use his slip damage, because I've seen so many times where people use his ultimate and it's not worth it because his ultimate does the same amount of damage as both of his jutsus would. So it's better to use his jutsu back to back because it's more poison you can get off than another hit. So yeah, that's all I'm pretty much going to do here. Stall and get him down low enough, which he pretty much is by now. But yeah, I tried to do this mission with the Blazing Fest Tsunade. I tried bringing another Utakata. I tried using just Karin and the skill Kabuto, the green one, and of course the green one. Heck, I even tried to bring my own Sasori, which is the Phantom Castle one. And that didn't end too well. I finished with Haku's Jutsu because I'm not going to be using it any other time. So, better him than use Sasori's. Now for Tayuya's Jutsu, I'm attacking from behind. And I was very careful to position myself so that he came and attacked Tayuya. Position is very, very important when fighting him because you mess up, you can get hit with his jutsu, immobilize, and it can just ruin the whole thing. So I'm going to use Utakata's ultimate because it's ready and keep him in the back most of the time so he can continue to build up his chakra and not be affected by that field there. But yeah, if I have to suggest a team for you, you're gonna need at least like Sakura and Blazing Fest Tsunade, because I know not everybody has Karin, but you really want those two 6-star healers or field healing in general. That's very important. Like Karin's field healing by itself was not enough to keep me alive when I did get to the boss. Now here I use Sasori's ultimate because I'm trying to, stay spaced out as possible. Yes, he's going to hit both of them, but if I use my other jutsu, I had to get closer and run the risk of his scattering range jutsu hitting both of us. So that's why I used his ultimate there. And I got unlucky and did not get slip damage. And the part where the slip damage comes in is it's kind of like how the pain rain was. You get, a lot of damage off when he's poisoned. So right now he doesn't have any on him, and in hindsight it probably would have been better to take a little more damage from Sasori getting hit just to hit him twice with his jutsu, because if it missed, I had another chance to at least poison him. But yeah, as long as you can get to here, even if you don't have slip damage, you should be able to win because I'm out healing him pretty well with my setup. So if I had to rate it, it's definitely the healing part you want to worry about before the slip damage. But without slip damage, it does, take a lot longer. And he's, just keep immobilizing me like crazy. It's gonna happen. That's why I kept both of my healers on the same side as well, because I didn't want to pair up like Sakura with someone and I need them to stall with, that kind of thing. Drop Utakata's ultimate on him, get some slip damage. And there's different levels to the slip damage that they take, because Utakata's is not that good, just like, it's kind of like Jiraiya's. It poisons them, but it doesn't do an insane amount. That's why if you can use multiple moves that deal slip damage, it can stack up and make it way more potent. Like the most potent people are probably Sasori and then PC Sakura. she's bravery, not for this mission, but you know, just in general. But yeah, this mission took quite a bit of time, as you can see, because his HP is not even gotten down to half yet. But I will get poison off on him from one of Sasori's jutsus, and you'll see why it helps a lot, because the amount he takes just would have made it go so much smoother if he was, you know, getting hurt from it before. And another thing is, like for map 1, out of all the times I lost, I didn't have really enough firepower to take them out because I don't have the regular Sasori. I only had the Phantom Castle one, so I was trying to use, you know, his jutsu space out. I wasn't lucky and had Kabuto pop up on map 1. I'm like, you know, seriously, now you want to pop up? But yeah, it's like the best people to use is Itachi. There's also Shippuden Sasuke if he's like max limit broken, because you just need to clear out those mobs on map 1 so you can stall, because that's pretty much where you're going to lose if you can't clear them out fast enough. So yeah, this is the only helper I was able to beat it with, and that was Sasori. Like Utakata I wasn't able to. Blazing Fist Tsunade, not her either. So yeah, it just proves how good of a unit he is. He actually does just as much damage max limit broken as Madara's jutsu. They both do 10,000. I didn't even know he, you know, did that much. Should probably pull for him on that Katsuki banner actually. We're gonna go ahead and use Utakata's ultimate. Once again, get some slip damage, which by this time isn't doing too much, but you know, you see his HP definitely dropped. It did drop when Sasori poisoned him. But yeah, once you get to here, as long as you have enough healing going on to out heal the damage he's giving, you're good to go. And if you need, like, you could even bring Mizuki if you need to for his perfect dodge jutsu. If you absolutely, you know, don't have anyone else to bring or running low on costs. That was another big problem here. My cost was extremely like run thin and stuff. I'm a free to play. I'm a free player, so I don't have many duplicates. The only duplicates I had was Tayuya here. All other 6-star people I was planning on bringing, you know, I wasn't able to do that. So, but hey, I know a lot of people are free to play, so that helps them out somewhat. You know, you can do it with without a bunch of dupes. But I am also a high level. There's that part too. But yeah, this mission, it's only 3 skill healers, and the only ones you can't get are Sakura or Tsunade when Blazing Fest comes. I think it's coming tomorrow. So yeah, if you get her, then as long as you can get your hands on at least 2 healers, you should be able to do it and make it through. And the field healing is definitely helpful, because I ran with Karin and Kabuto. I ran out of chakra. You know, I pretty much kept using her jutsus till I ran out of chakra and wasn't able to heal fast enough from his constant spam of attacks. But as you can see, my HP stays pretty high. Hasn't even dropped below half since I got to the boss, really. Also, a little tip, I recommend you cut off the boss music, because I left mine on and I regretted that. I was like really done with the song. We're all kind of done with it if you still leave it on, but I was really done after this. They use Utakata's ultimate again. Guy's HP down pretty low. I was just waiting for Karin's ultimate to because she does a pretty good amount of damage. And then I go for Haku's Jutsu to finish him off, just for the disrespect. And yep, that's how you do it. Kabuto's S rank skill only. If this helped you guys out, don't forget to drop a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. It helps out. Peace.